Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, I'm going to do question 32 from the August 2026 Algebra 1 Regents exam. It is a 4-point question. It's solving or graphing a system of linear inequalities. So let me jump in and kind of get going. Um, you don't have to use a calculator on this, but I strongly recommend that most students do it. Even if they think they know how to do it without the calculator, what I see is sometimes there's some careless mistakes made. So I'm going to start by going to the graphing page. Whenever you graph inequalities, you have to delete the equal sign, put it in relation mode, and then I'm just going to type in exactly what I see. 1y plus 5 is greater than 2x. And then press enter. Oops, that's 7x. 2x. And then press enter. All right, there's the graph. The shading's on top. So now all you're going to do is menu 51. We need 2 points. And then, so the first point is 0, -5. So let me bring my iPad. Let me see. Can I move it a little bit? Oops. I want to, well, can't. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And then I need another point. So all I'm going to do, now that it's in menu 51 mode, just type in X values and it'll tell you the Y value. So 1 and -3, that's on this line. So that's a perfect point. So go back to my graphing paper on my iPad, go over 1, down 3. It's going to be right there. Now I'm good. I know the slope is actually +2, but so I could go up and get another point if I wanted to. But now I have enough points. All I need to do is take my ruler. But before I do that, I need to make sure I understand, is it a solid line or dash line? Well, if you hover over the line, you can see that it's a dash line. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come here and put my ruler down on my paper, and then I'm going to try to draw the best dash line that I can. And then I'm going to, oops, I'm not showing you what I wanted to see. So I did a dash line, and then I'm going to do the shading on top. All right. Now, the only other thing that I need to do, and a lot of you forget this, you have to label. Whenever there's two equations, two inequalities, two functions being graphed, you have to label one of them. That's the rule. Um, my son forgot to label his, and he wound up missing a point, cost him really a perfect score. So you got to be careful on that. All right, so there. Now I am going to go back. I am going to press tab and I'm going to do the other one. But before I do the other one, I'm going to get rid of that one so that I can just focus on the one. So it's going to be 3y is less than or equal to 2x plus 6. And then you press enter. All right. And then you do menu 51. All right. So now we are going to plot that point. That's 0, 2. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to go 0, 2. There's 1 point. And just like I did before, once I'm in 51 mode, I can just start typing in X values. Doesn't work, has decimals, go to 2, press enter. Doesn't work, has decimals, go to 3, press enter. That point works, 3, 4. So and since I've got that point, let me just go ahead, and it's a solid line. So 3, 4. So I'm going to go here, go over 3, 1, 2, 3, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my point. Grab my ruler. I'm going to try to draw the best line that I can going through those 2 points. And then I'm going to shade underneath. All right, now the solution set is the area that has blue and red, which is right in here. So this is the solution set. Okay, now we're almost done with this. So let me go back and now I'm going to add that other um, inequality back so you can see it. So press escape. You can see this area right here is the solution set. This is not, and this white part definitely is not. Now, last part of this is they want us to check if the point 2, -1 is in the solution set. So I'm going to plot it, go over 2, go down 1. So it would be right here. So this point right here, 2 and -1. Now, the one thing that I didn't do last time, I want to make sure, like if you need to see where a point is on a graph, not just for inequalities, but any graph, all you have to do is press the letter P. Starts for point, and then do P2. Now, whatever point you want to plot, just type it in. So this one is going to be 2. You press enter, and then you press the y coordinate, which is a -1. And then, oops, didn't come up. Let's do it. -1, and then press enter. And now, boom, done. And then once you've done that, it has this pencil. To get rid of it, just press escape. Now, you can see that this point is on the dashed line. If you look at my graph, it's on the dashed line. So is it in the solution set? No. What's the justification? Because it falls on a dashed line. Now that's your justification. The way that I teach my students, I say dash is trash. That means any point that falls on the dash line will never be in the solution set. Never, right? Dash is trash. Now that's it. That is, let's see, we've done 7 minutes, a little longer than I want it to be, but hopefully you guys get it. I labeled the graph. The lines are dashed and solid. The shading, I labeled the solution set. So this would be 2 points. And then I plotted the point, and I was able to say that it's not in the solution set, and I gave an explanation or justification. This would also be 2 points. These questions show up almost on every Regents exam. Sometimes it's in the multiple choice section, which means it would be a 2-point question, or it's going to be here, which is a 4-point question. And I'm telling you, these should be the easiest 4 points that you get. Be careful. Make sure you label your graphs. Make sure you pay attention to whether it's solid or dash. And then if they give you a point, make sure you plot it. Use the calculator to double check. You can see that this point is on this dashed line, which means it's not in the solution set. I think I've killed this one. I'm going to stop and I'm going to post.